Thought you might like to see a sledgehammer test. Don't try this on your plastic boat. It's October 17. I've got the beginnings of the railing up. Painted the interior with primer. It took about 6 hours to paint the ceiling and the 2 walls. The interior is painted now. Got 3 coats on the walls, 3 coats on the floor, 2 coats on the ceiling. I think it's illegal to spray in California, so of course I did that by hand with a brush. But if I were to spray, then I would use this for the floor because it angles down. I would use this for the ceiling because it can angle up. And I would protect myself with an Israeli gas mask. Of course, any respirator will do, but this keeps my eyes clear of any paint mist. And I would use 4 horsepower, 30-gallon Duralux air compressor, which I've had for about 20 years, set at 30 pounds. You have to thin it about 10 to 15% to get it to pass through the spray gun if you were going to go that way. Same thing with the Duralux Signal Red. I chose this color just because it's cheap. It's $36 per gallon. So in order to put this boat together for as little money as possible, I'm going to get as much free stuff as I can. I watch the Craigslist free section every day. Been doing that for over a year, looking for stuff for the boat. So I know a deal when I see it. This is a Sailboat. You can see it's in pretty good condition. This is going to be my dinghy, and it's free. This is a propane range and oven that I got for free on Craigslist. It's Magic Chef. It's out of a cab over camper. I got a couple of propane tanks from the same person. Each one is $10 for a total of $20. I'll probably have to change these valves. I don't know if they're the approved ones or the latest ones, but I think you can just change out the whole canister. And it costs like 10 bucks extra when you fill it. This is the progress. Not all the welds turn out this well, but I thought I would show you an example of what that little welder is capable of doing on a good day. The bad weather has returned, which is great because now I can start working on the railing on the top and not worry about dropping hot metal down on the forest floor and starting a forest fire. There is the keel. That's the inside portion of it. Each space is about a foot wide. Actually, it's exactly a foot wide. And inside, I will fill it with various pieces of metal that I've got left over. I've got some of them stacked underneath the trash cans there. And then there is the other side of it's 2.5 feet tall, 10 feet long. Here's the beginnings of the keel. Don't worry, it's not going to be so bent up. I've got these 3 welded. I can easily get the welder inside there to weld both sides on the inside, so that's nice. And then as I go, I'll straighten this out, and so it'll have the same curve on each side. I can just lay it down on the ground and use its own weight to manipulate it the way I want. And got the railing done. It's not painted, but the welding is done except for the bowsprit.